Hello everyone, I'm Cloud and welcome to Anime No Mi. In today's video we will talk about the great hero of the Navy, Garp, a character who carries many mysteries in his story. He participated in all the great events during the trajectory of One Piece. We saw that throughout his life he had one of these mysteries, that he is the father of Dragon, and then hid that the great rookie pirate was his grandson, the supernova Luffy. But his biggest secret would be the fact that he was during his entire journey fighting the world's nobles, being the true leader of his son Dragon's organization, and we'll talk about this possibility in today's video, and I count on your help to leave your like in the video to support the channel. I also hope you subscribe if you're still new here, and leave your comments saying your opinions and what the next videos you want to see here on the channel. Now let's go to the video. Guys, as we know, Garp is a vice admiral of the Navy. Garp is the father of Dragon, the leader of the revolutionaries. In this way he is the grandfather of Luffy, the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, one of the greatest pirates of this generation. Not only that, he is also Ace's adoptive grandfather, son of the great king of pirates, and one of Edward Newgate's most powerful companions. Being a great sailor, one of the most famous names to this day, and with the power and renown to be a fleet admiral, why didn't he keep his grandson by his side? We know Ace as the son of the pirate king couldn't be in the Navy, but Luffy as Garp's grandson could, and with his fame, Garp could even allow the boy to grow up in his care with the Navy. After all, Garp himself said that Luffy should become a sailor. However, he preferred to leave his grandson with Dayton. He asked her to train and educate Luffy, not being part of the young boy's life. In reality, Garp knew that Dayton, she was the leader of a group considered enemies of the Navy. Garp could have done all this just so Luffy didn't join the Navy. After all, we know that Luffy grew up with Garp or his mother for some time before being taken to Dayton. After all, we know that Dragon was already with the group of revolutionaries even before Luffy was born. Furthermore, even though he is the hero of the Navy, Garp seems to believe in his own worldview and justice. After all, he did not become an admiral to keep his actions as he wished. We also see that the main reason he doesn't become an admiral is because he doesn't want to protect the world's nobles, because he doesn't believe in their goals, and the admirals need to be willing and prepared to protect the celestial dragons. But even though he didn't believe in the Navy leaders, he still wanted to stay in the group even after he retired. After all, we saw that after the Great Battle of Marineford, he became a Navy instructor to train new recruits, so he took it upon himself, for example, of Kobe's training, although he still holds the post of vice admiral. Notably, Garp has been offered the admiral position several times over the course of his career, but has turned down the promotion offer every time, all because he said he didn't agree with the world's nobles and didn't want to protect them. Even though Ace was the son of his most formidable rival, the man known as the King of Pirates, he asked Garp to hide his son. Although Garp was hesitant at first, after witnessing Ace's mother's noble sacrifice, he fulfilled his rival's wish and adopted Ace as his own grandson, treating him the same way he would Luffy. When Ace wanted to see him just as a guardian, he insisted that Ace was his grandson and that he was his grandfather. Plus, when Ace was on the execution deck, he was still sitting next to Ace, talking to him and giving him some moral support. Although Garp appears to be loyal to the Navy and has shown that he wants his grandchildren to join him, he has chosen his duty over his family, even though he suffered when he saw something happen to his family, and we also saw how he wanted to destroy Akainu for what he did to Ace. Although Garp wanted his grandchildren to become Marines, he entrusted his care to a woman named Dayton, who led an organization that went against everything Garp seemed to believe. She is a friend of Garp's and became the adoptive mother of Ace and later Luffy. Garp entrusted her with the mission of taking care of Ace shortly after he was born. Later on, Garp also left Luffy in Dayton's care. Dayton lives on Mount Kalubo near Fusha village, and she is the leader of a group known as the Mountain Bandits of the Dayton family, as well as being a wanted criminal. Dayton was first mentioned in the arc after Enies Lobby, when the mayor read about the story of Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates waging a battle against the entire Sekai Sifu. In terms of combat, Garp has had several decades of experience in combat and navigating the most terrifying sea in the One Piece world, the New World. He is also a hero of the sailors, and as he is known to have faced the King of Pirates several times on equal terms. The greatest pirate of all time also stated that he and Garp almost destroyed each other on several occasions. It is possible to deduce that he had a great strength in his youth, managing to equalize in combat against this great pirate. As another true testament to his sheer power, Garp defeated and nearly took the life of Don Chinjo in the past, whose bounty was worth 550 million. Plus, at its peak it was said that this opponent would be able to split a continent with his head. Garp also has great leadership skills, being a vice admiral of the Navy and the commander of the 153rd branch of the Navy, being able to give orders to sailors who are in a position below him. The extent of Garp's power and fame is evident from the events of Ed War, in which Shiki the Golden Lion had reported that his great rival, the future king of the pirates, possessed knowledge of an ancient weapon. Assembling his fleet, he met Roger on the seas of the New World and offered him a position as his right-hand man, claiming that with his fleet strength and Roger's weapon they could take over the world. But we know that the king of pirates stated that he did not want to conquer anything, because without freedom there would be no point in calling himself a pirate, and so he refused refused that offer. Shiki then asked his opponent if he wanted to lose his life in that place, and Roger said he would bring them down. That's how Roger fired his ship's cannon into one of the Golden Lion pirate ships, starting the battle. The pirates, alongside the Pirate King, despite having only one ship, managed to make it an excellent fight against their enemies, and in the middle of their battle, a sudden hurricane hit the area, destroying half of Shiki's fleet and giving Shiki the downside in that fight. After that, Shiki ended up with a steering wheel stuck in his head, forcing his crew to retreat. Despite that pirate gained Shiki's respect. Garp's subordinate at the time, Kuzan, later promoted to admiral, and he commented on how cool Garp was for turning down such an irresistible promotion. So Garp claims he doesn't need a higher position and that it would curtail his freedom to do that he wants. Likewise, when it was revealed worldwide that Luffy is Garp's grandson, Luffy's fame grew even more based on that fact. His fame for his past deeds makes him an extremely feared and respected character. Garp is one of the most powerful fighters seen in the series so far. Although he is no longer at his peak, Garp still possesses an extremely high amount of physical strength. We saw that he is able to shoot iron cannonballs like baseballs faster than cannon speed. He is also able to break through brick walls and cannon with his fists. Garp also has a monstrous punching ability at his disposal with just his punch. With one of his skills in which he utilizes his punch, he claimed to have crushed 8 mountains during his training to face Chinjo. In addition to his legendary strength, he has incredible durability and pain tolerance, as seen when he was cut by Captain Morgan's hand axe. He actually didn't show any pain. This was also due to the fact that he fell asleep before realizing he was being attacked. He was able to get back on his feet after being punched by Luffy in Gear 2nd at close range, without losing consciousness, remembering that the punch was only possible because Garp allowed Luffy to hit him and was still able to fight the pirates of Blackbeard along with Sengoku. Garp is also quite evident that he is an possessor and master of Haki's powers, as it is confirmed that all vice admirals possess Haki. So Garp can also use the ability, plus he's an expert in these powers, to the point where he was indicated to train Kobe when he awakened him. With his Busashoku Haki, Garp was able to injure Luffy multiple times, ignoring his rubber body, and during the Battle of Marineford, he managed to punch and injure Marco despite his phoenix form. In addition, he was also seen crushing Chinjo's head with a punch imbued with Haki 30 years ago before the series began. So even though he has such enormous power and freedom as one of the leaders of the Navy, why didn't he take care of Luffy on his own? Or even Ace, even though the two are seen as a great threat to the Navy because of their parents. After all, Luffy is Dragon's son, while Ace is King of Pirates' son. Garp still has a huge influence on the Navy, which leads us to think that Garp wasn't hiding the two of them just to protect them, but because he had a plan in mind. Because if they became sailors like him, the Navy and the Sekai Sifu would at some point find out who were his parents, great enemies of the Sekai Sifu, and that Ace was already someone wanted even before his birth. That way he would have left them with Dayton, and Garp did so even though he knew Dayton's way of life went against everything he was supposed to believe as a vice admiral in the Navy. As we know, Garp loves his family. We see that when Ace was about to lose his life, seeing Akainu's attack hitting Ace, it aroused a great fury within Garp, and if not for Sengoku's intervention, Garp he was going to face Akainu right then and there. Even though he's loyal to the Navy, Garp can have a lot of involvement with revolutionaries. After all, his son is the leader of that organization, and Garp for some reason kept it a secret for many years, only revealing when Luffy became famous. We don't know what their relationship is like, but apparently Garp knows a little about what his son Dragon is up to, and if Dragon and Garp were planning something that directly involved Luffy and Ace, thus leaving them with other people so they would avoid calling attention, so in the future they would be able to complete this plan. After all, as we know, Garp knew the King of Pirates and his goals even before he became a famous pirate, and the son of the Navy hero, even before he became a revolutionary, already admired the King of Pirates, as we saw in some scenes, like for example at the end of Roger's life, and this may have been influenced by Garp. This also brings us to another question, as well as how was it revealed that Dragon was Luffy's father, because they haven't revealed Luffy's mother yet? Does Garp have any knowledge of who she is? After all, in some scenes where we are shown Dragon, it's possible to see a mysterious woman always from the back, but we don't know if she has any involvement or is Luffy's mother. There is even a possibility that her function would be to pass the Dragon's messages to her father Garp, thus keeping her real identity a secret so the Navy doesn't discover her. After all, without an informant it would be difficult for Garp to secretly meet with his son, as Garp is extremely famous and busy. A meeting between them and even a secret location would be almost impossible. Furthermore, all of this would answer why Dragon is always one step ahead of the Navy. In this way, all of Luffy's family, except the Straw Hat Boy himself, would be linked to the revolutionaries. But I want to know what you think about it. What was the reason Garp let Ace and Luffy be taken care of by Dayton? Do you think Luffy's mother is still alive and working alongside Dragon, or is being protected by him and Garp? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to leave your likes in the video to help the channel, and also subscribe if you're still new here. The channel is new and needs your help. Thank you so much much for watching our video so far. Your support is very important. See you in the next video. Bye.